Would you like to make a gorgeous patriotic wreath? In today's video, I'm going to be using a 14-inch metal wreath form that has 7 sections instead of the 6, and we are going to be using the cruffle method, also known as a woodland ruffle method. Hello my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. My sidekick here is my sweet pup Louie, and we are going to make a very pretty patriotic wreath using the cruffle method. Here are the supplies we're going to use for this wreath, starting with our deco mesh. Going to have 2 rolls of deco mesh that's 10 inches in width and 10 yards in length. For this particular wreath, it's going to be a white one, and it has some foiling on the edges, and the red one. For ribbon, I'm going to be using 2 of these beautiful ones. This one's 1.5 inch, of course, wired, and this one is 2.5 inches, also wired. You're going to need a pack of pipe cleaners, a pack of mesh tubing. The reason I'm using it is because our sign has some fireworks, and I just think it's such a fun addition to add the mesh tubing to my 4th of July wreaths. The sign is 8 inches in width. It's metal. It does have little holes already made for me to attach. When it comes to the wreath base, this one is a metal 14-inch wreath base that has 7 sections. Before we start cutting everything up, let's do the math. For this wreath, we are going to need 28 cruffles, which means we are going to do 14 cruffles with our white and 14 cruffles with our red. Each roll of deco mesh is 10 yards. 10 yards is 360 inches. 360 inches divided by the 14 pieces that we need from each roll. That's going to give us 25.7 inches. I'm going to round it off to 25 even. So we're going to be cutting our deco mesh into 25-inch strips, and we're going to have 14 per each roll. Here's where I came up with all of these numbers to get started with. Our wreath base has 7 sections instead of 6, so instead of 5 cruffles per section, we're going to do 4 cruffles per section. Multiply that by the 7 sections we have, that's going to give us 28. So when I knew I needed 28 cruffles, that's when I started to divide and figure out how much cruffles we're going to need per roll, because if I don't have to, I don't want to waste my deco mesh and have a little bit left on the roll that's going to sit on my shelf for however long. This way I'm going to use up the entire roll and have a wreath that's beautiful and full. Even though we have this gorgeous foiling going on, I'm going to be using a rotary cutter because our cruffles are going to be on the longer side. And what I like to do is overlap my deco mesh. It's going to be easier to cut and much quicker for me. And I'm also going to be using one of my favorite rotary cutters, which is this one. Of course, I'm going to have a link for it in the description box below. And I'm also going to have links for all the supplies that I'm using, including the deco mesh, the ribbon, and where I purchased everything. My 25 inches is this row right here. So let's cut. And to make my life easier, I'm just going to roll them together, and that's it. This process is easy. Keep on cutting until my rolls are done. And roll. Now it's time to cut our stunning ribbon. I'm going to be cutting my ribbon into 12-inch strips, and I'm going to need 14 pieces of each ribbon. So 14 pieces of the one with the flag. Zigzag up as usual. Cut our ribbon. And we're going to make dovetails as we're cutting the ribbon. Fold the end in half and cut out a little triangle. And of course, we're going to do that to both sides. Now our gorgeous blue ribbon. This one's so pretty. And yes, we're going to also have 14 pieces of this ribbon. Same thing with this ribbon. I'm going to be cutting dovetails, fold in half, and cut out a little triangle. The last thing I'm going to cut up is my mesh tubing, and I'm going to need 14 pieces. So I just counted 7 rings, and I'm going to cut them on both sides. There we have it. Just like that, we have 14. For reference, these ended up being around 10 inches, and I'm not worried about the length because they are definitely going to show here and there. They're going to be in the center of the cruffles. Next, I'm going to grab 14 pipe cleaners. Let's just fold these in half and cut them, and then fold them all in a little V. Now it's time to bring everything together. As I said, this wreath form does have 7 sections. In each section, I'm going to put 4 bundles of the cruffles or woodland ruffles. I usually like to use 2 rows when I attach, so the cruffle itself is a little bit more stable. If you have a bigger sign, you can definitely go as far as using 3, 4 together and tie your cruffles there. In my case, I have a little 8-inch sign, so I'm going to be attaching my cruffles to rows 1 and 2. And of course, you can use rows 2 and 3 also. I'm going to be attaching every other color of the cruffle. When using my red deco mesh, I'm going to be adding this patriotic ribbon to it. When using my white deco mesh, I'm going to be using the blue ribbon and the red mesh tubing. Let's get started. Going to fold my ribbon in half to get it ready. Pinch on the sides and you know exactly where the center is. Now let's get the cruffle ready. I like to use the big clamp when making my cruffles. You can use whatever you want, whatever you have on hand. When making my cruffles, my deco mesh is rolling away from the table towards the top. I'm going to make 3 curls. So 1, 2, 3. If you want to do 4, you can definitely do that. Clamp, push it away from me, and then I'm going to curl the other side. 1, 2, 3. Bring it together. I'm going to grab the ribbon right in the center and put it inside our little cruffle. You can have the cruffle rolling up or rolling down. I like to have it rolling up. I feel like it does give you a little bit more volume. Grab one of your pipe cleaners, put it over your cruffle, and then push the cruffle up. Give it a few twists. Look how beautiful that looks. And attach. In my case, I'll be attaching to rows 1 and 2 right in the center. A few twists, and it's a perfect size for my pipe cleaner to just be folded and folded down. I fold it inside so it's out of everyone's way. And usually when I'm attaching these, I like to keep my wreath base upside down. That way I can just attach as we're going along. Now let's do the white deco mesh. Fold my little ribbon in half so I know where the center is. Put it to the side. Grab my cruffle. Going to do 3, 4 curls. And my curls are usually 1.5 inches in diameter. Let's do this side. So 1, 2, 3. I did 4 on this one for whatever reason. That's okay. Then I'm going to have my ribbon, add one of the mesh tubing pieces to the center, my pipe cleaner. Now it's time to pull all of this up and then twist 1, 2, or 3 and attach and folding back towards the inside. And that's it, my friends. We are going to repeat this process over and over again. Let's get our ribbon ready first. So pinch, pinch. We know where the center is. Let's curl 1, 2, 3. Clamp 1, 2, 3. And bring everything together in the center. Let's scrunch the ribbon, push it inside, grab a little pipe cleaner, push all of this up and twist. Now let's attach. As you can see, when I'm putting this together, it goes kind of fast because now everything's done. Now we just make our cruffles and attach. My first section is done. I have 4 cruffle pieces in this section, and don't forget that this wreath is going to have cruffles on this side, and on this side it's going to push it in. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous wreath, my friends. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of this wreath. I'm almost done attaching my deco mesh, and I'm telling you, it's almost hard to get it in here. This wreath is definitely nice and full, and here comes my last bundle. It is going right in here. Drum roll, please. And here we go. Look at how stunning this is. Now, the first thing I want to do at this point is get any ribbon that's in the center out to the outside because our sign is going to go in there. So anything on the inside, we're going to pull that out. Even the mesh tubing, pull that out because we're going to have to leave some deco mesh back here for the sign to sit on. All right, I think I got all of it. Let's bring in the sign. Okay, I think this will look good, my friends. Now let's grab our floral wire, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces at about 12 inches in length. You can also use a pipe cleaner if you wish, just putting it through the little hole. When I twist the wire, I like to twist it right on the middle so that the sign is not wobbly after you attach it. Let's do the second one. Okay, and flip. So we're going to attach to row 1, just 1 twist on both sides. A quick check to make sure the sign looks good. I think that's pretty good. Let's finish up twisting the floral wire. And then I'm just going to wrap it around the wreath base. Next, I'm going to check where I want the top to be. And I'm going to attach a hanging loop, just doing it on this intersection between rows 2 and 3. When tying a knot, I like my knot to be about 1 inch from the edge of the wreath. So just measure that out and make a knot or 2. That's pretty good. Let's do another one. And then when I'm done, I'm going to pull from the back or to the front. That way the knot stays in the back and we have our hanging loop. While we're in the back, grab a placemat next and 3 zip ties. Let's cut this off. 3 zip ties and just start attaching. The first one I'll just attach anywhere. I don't like this to be too tight. Lightly zip it, cut the tail off, and then send the snub to the back. From the original zip tie, I'm going to draw an invisible triangle, and that's where I'm going to attach the other 2 zip ties. Send to the back. The back is nicely covered. If you need to, you can definitely adjust anything or fix anything. And now we are ready to just start opening all that ribbon up, start pulling it up. The mesh tubing, pull that up too. So the ribbon is a little bit more visible. I like to bend it whichever way it's going. So just a little bit, that way you can see the design. If you have ribbon too far to the side, bring it up and do the same thing. Blue ribbon there. We are done with this beautiful cruffle wreath on a wreath base that's 14 inches and 7 sections. This wreath turned out so pretty. I love the combo of the red, white, and blue. I think it just looks so beautiful, and I cannot wait to put it on my front door. If you would like to see more wreath tutorials like this, don't forget to go on my channel. Just hit videos and you're going to see all kinds of themes and all kinds of methods of wreath making and some DIYs. As far as Louie and I, we're going to say thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you in our next video. Bye guys. Mwah!